I moved to Plymouth in 2002, just after 9/11. Originally from Birmingham, born and bred, and we brought a business here. We had a retail shop, which we owned for 5 or 6 years. I didn't even Google Plymouth to see what it was about. I didn't have any mates here, didn't have any family. Massive culture shock, and I think it was a two-way culture shock. It was a culture shock for me and a culture shock, I think, for the people of Plymouth. And there's a little saying I always have, and I normally say, when I was in Birmingham, I was invisible and integrated. And then when I came to Plymouth, I became what I call visible and vulnerable. It was only yesterday I had a negative experience from somebody who decided to shout Bin Laden, in the middle of town, right outside this building. So, there's a lot to be done, educational wise. But it's almost as if these negative experiences almost spur me on to say, nobody's going to do it for you. You've got to go out and do it yourself. We'll make sure by the end that we severed every vendetta. I've had people who have met me at first glance and have actually confessed and saying that they were racist, but after having a conversation with them, they're able to stop in the middle of the street, come over, shake hands. How you doing, Chas? How's the family? How's this? And that tells me a lot, that there's people that are willing to learn. This city never did anything for St George's Day. And I remember, because I was being asked to go back to St George's Day event in Birmingham, and I came back once and I thought, you know what, why am I going all the way there when I can organise it in my own city, Plymouth? And with the help of others, we managed to pull it off. Plymouth is now, it has the largest St George's Day celebrations in the southwest. Diversity comes in all forms of shapes and sizes. It's important to be able to understand that diversity before we go out and proclaim that it's a diversity. Education is key. It's no good learning to run before you can walk, and that's the key thing. So for me, I think that's important, where people who are in a position of education listen to what maybe other communities / people are saying, to try and understand that understanding of what difference really means. Plymouth is one of the most, in Europe, one of the most vibrant waterfront cities, where a good quality of life can be enjoyed by everyone. People need to come and discover Plymouth. I discovered it by accident, from an economic point of view. And now, 10 years down the line, I'm able to say to my cousins who live in the big smoke, London, and say, actually, come down and see what we've got. There's been talk, through family that, they're saying, I wouldn't mind moving down to Plymouth. It's so you can breathe here. So from a social and economic point of view, there's a good quality of life for everybody. Plymouth is now my home for my wife and my kids and their future. So I'm here to stay. Yeah. Where do I belong?